Welcome to Rafnir, a home to a world that is 2 and almost 3 years old of lore and history, but new players don't really get to enjoy it due to stagnation. You know what the worst part is? Well, this will explain itself. When you're a new person, join the server wide-eyed with all the videos. This.
Mine.
Alright, I'm done! He went to the fishing ground!
What a great start! Everyone sees new players as more of a statistic than actual people to join. Great. Maybe I'm overreacting, but before you ever think about playing this, the videos only tell one part of the story when it comes to an old server like this. But all history has mostly been done and it's nothing but ruins. But there's still good things about the server. There's a reason why a lot of people play it. And heck, if there's a time to play it, well, it would be now. There's hardly anyone taking the room, but I would prefer to keep the expectation correct because, well, my expectations weren't quite how I see to be. Match that with the limited redstone and other things that's extremely limited, and 2 constant years of changing the rules between a constant fight between different player groups in hope of cultivating for the few highlight moments that are few and far between that just keep you going, and yet, at the end of the day, it'd probably be more fun to start anew. Damn it, I need to shut up. Here, this is going to be my story of a new player getting into Rafnir late. As a last dwarf, wondering where did his people go, as there's plenty of elves, but dwarves seem to be gone. As you can see, my beginning spot was rough. I couldn't find anywhere to set up shop. I didn't know anything about the server. I had stone tools, wood. I wasn't recording at the time, but I made a recreation of how it was. Exploring, seeing buildings, coming across no one. I see people in the chat, but no matter how much I explore, I couldn't find a single person. It kinda was lonely. Kinda felt like everything was a wasteland, filled with empty buildings and shells of what used to be. Oh, the little I knew of how correct my assumption was, but that should not stop me, as I need to find my kin. I need to find other dwarves. I can't find them. I can't even find regular people. I see their buildings, as I've said, and the real biggest problem, to be honest, I wasn't thinking any of this when I first playing, was there's no fucking trees! Do you know how annoying it is going through constant claim territory just to find a sapling and tree so you can actually do shit? Because you don't know how stores work in the server? Oh, and don't even get me started on the water. Imagine trying to ride on a boat and then getting off to realize you got off in a claim territory, to realize you can't get back on its claim. So me, being stubborn as I am, because I have no wood, just pushed the boat until I finally got off that claim and continued riding my way. Ah, Rafnir and Eldum. The true experience, and eventually I do find a tree. It doesn't give me a sapling, but that's not the problem. I made it a goal to collect every tree type because I thought it was rare. Man, I never realized I'd be yelling about trees in this game. But all that aside, I traveled for about like 3 hours, so it wasn't that much. Until I finally found a nice, clear to empty place no one has claimed. It was pretty far from other claims, and I assumed, great, this is where I can put my home. I could maybe get some extra people, have a small little kingdom or something like that. Oh, that's not how that works here, as I will explain. But let's ignore that. Let's see the small and nice things. In a small area near a swamp-like moss pile, I come across this road. By the way, I love these speed roads. Whoever has a country that doesn't have them, I'm gonna cut you. Anyway, this is where I built my lovely little cabin with only stone tools, a field of wheat that anyone can have. Nice. And this is where I lived for a while. I mined. I had a little hobbit / moss hole that lived in the ground. I had another friend who lived inside a rock. He was kind of a strange fellow who, well, he had a tendency to mess with useless redstone. Probably nothing come of it. And we lived here for a while, and oh, we don't talk about him. He belongs to Idaho. He doesn't exist. We next to this tree, technically it was a claim, but no one messed with us. And we lived here for about 2 weeks. No one touched us. No one messed with us. I claimed only one chunk. I didn't want to be intrusive. I just wanted a place to store my shit and no one to take it. And eventually I became brave enough to go to the Stoneworks chats to just do something or not be bored. Well, that was a mistake and a blessing at the same time, because this is where I learned about what a squatter is. See, with all the videos, at least made from the main chat, they don't talk about squatters, because, well, if you ever know what those are, you might know what to play, and that's not good advertising for a dying server. But a squatter is basically a person, a random server person, or some person who doesn't want to be part of a nation that makes their own claim that is not part of another nation. And everyone around them don't consider you a nation. They consider you a squatter. And either two of things happen. Well, actually three. One, they ignore you because you're small and you're not causing problems. Very unlikely. Two, you fight off against people. Eventually they recognize your claim. Even less likely to happen because everyone's jacked on gear. Or the more likely option, you just get killed and wiped out. And then people don't trust you because they know you're a squatter. It's actually ridiculous. I remember playing after I was a squatter, and someone made their own claim, and then in the chat, all caps, they're like, "Squatter!" I also was collecting flowers. I don't know why. Yeah, it's actually kind of peaceful here, and at the time, everything was nice. But eventually, after a while of playing, Chunk has disappeared. My other friend, Dorf, and the orc seems to be off becoming the leader of Ohio? Okay. Well, I eventually found friends. First was from a guy from Volagron. I eventually lived there. I helped them build out a swampy area. And someone taught me the magic of alcohol. Thank you. Anyway, we also, well, I say we, but I was still alone, found some Tortugan pirates, and they gave me some floating alcohol, and yeah, I was being dumb. They didn't die either, but yeah, they were fun, and they gave me a bunch of diamond loot. What? I was also lent a beacon. I didn't need to borrow it. Good job, John. You totally sound confident. Yeah, you totally don't know what you're doing right now. And now you're rambling, and you forgot to turn off the rambling. Anyway. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, we were talking about friends. I made friends. They gave me stuff, and I keep telling them to stop, but they don't. Please help me. Help me. I'm going insane because of them. Anyway, what am I typing in there? Well, all of this tomfoolery behind, I found out something grim news. There is no doors. For what I've heard, every dwarven stronghold in Rafnir have been gone. There's none. There used to be, but they've been wiped out. Seems like a purge. And I felt bad. I was a refugee. I guess I was an orphan. Hey, I got the main character buff. But jokes aside, I was alone. Like, yeah, I had some human friends, but they were off in Sparwood. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention the nation I joined was in Sparwood. That's probably not gonna cause problems, right? Anyway, what possibly could happen? But, you know, it's still sad seeing no dwarves. I have seen tons of elven nations and so many different types of elves, but there's only like 3 to 4 types of dwarves. And I don't even know where they are anymore. I've been looking. I really have. I haven't been mining out and helping out build Volcrum, a town, but I don't know. World that just made them disappear by the gods themselves. Because, no. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Yeah, there's no problems. Stoneworks. Priorities. Ding. Now, speaking with the dwarves, my only dwarf friend is gone. But maybe I can find more. Maybe I'm not the only refugee. I can't find any, but maybe there's there. Maybe they're alive. No, it's time. Come. By the mountains of Valenshar bores a new stronghold. It is time to rise up and stop being disorganized. Here, in the Dwarf Fortress Valenshar, the Forgotten Mountains.